What's up guys, Solar here from CODEPHENOM. Today we're going to be taking a look at the BLU Studio 5.5S's speed. You saw a glimpse of this in the previous video I just made, the screen review. This phone is not slow. It has a 1.3 GHz processor Cortex, and this phone does have the speed to resemble the other phones on the market. To be honest, you would think that the biggest, it being a cheap, only $160 phone, you would say that okay, it'll be a very slow phone. But in fact, I can, let's say, open up Chrome, I can open up Facebook, I can open up Messenger, as well as the phone application and the default browser. And let's open up Flexi as well. We'll take a look at maybe Maps too. And you can see there's a delay there. Let's hold down the home button, and you can see that these applications open very fast. Now, will you be using all these applications at once? Absolutely not. I don't think you'll have two browsers and two Facebook applications open at the same time. That's just a speed test, show you guys how fast it is. On the Antutu benchmark, this phone scored a 17,218, which is not as good as the Galaxy S3, but when you think that the graphics have to be loaded onto a not HD screen, like mentioned in the review of the screen, but on a larger display, you see there's a lot more processing power, or maybe just more power taken. And in that sense, we'll talk about it in the battery life. But let's take a look at one of the more popular games on Google Play, which was The Little Crane That Could. So let's try and maybe load this level up. You can see that loaded instantaneously. These are graphics. Let's take a look. Wait for the camera to focus. This application, as far as I know, does not go into landscape on any phone that I've tried, simply based on its UI. So you can see that I'm interacting with this game perfectly fine. I'm zooming into its detail, and I can use the controls down here simultaneously as well. Things like that. You can see that there's a lot of things going on here, and I can drive around too. Things like that. So this phone is performing just fine. Let's keep that open for a second, and let's hop on into something like, I would say, Maps, which is obviously pretty intensive in terms of displaying a lot of content at once. Now you're looking at around you, it's loading just fine. I can pinch to zoom perfectly fine, and this is all while the Little Crane That Could application's open. So in all, it's working fantastically, and this is a $160 phone performing with a 1.3 GHz Cortex processor. So in terms of speed, I absolutely love this phone. I mean, I don't really need a dual-core processor unless I am a hardcore mobile gamer, which I don't think anyone should be. But I don't need that much processing power. 1.3 GHz is far more than most older HP, IBM, Pentium processor-based desktops. So you're looking at a phone that has the power of a superior desktop right in the palm of your hand with a 5.5-inch screen. For $160, that is a really good deal. So this was CODEPHENOM, and this was the speed review of the BLU Studio 5.5S.